Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Terra Invicta. We are playing as Project Exodus, and good news, everyone! Our latest delivery of exotics have just arrived. Alien Fleet Victor 1936 is a modest surveillance fleet. Surveillance? Really? With 14.7k strength. It's pretty beastly. Of course, we've got our Earth Defense Fleet here, which is the same fleet, I think, as last time. Maybe a few extra things. I can't recall exactly. But we got a 12.6k fleet, and we're heading out to meet them. They might decide to run. They do have a lot of Delta V left. I think we've got comparable combat acceleration, so we'll see how this shakes out. I'm quite surprised that they didn't just attack. Now, if they're in a surveillance mission, like if they flee from the battle, they might stay in orbit, and then they wouldn't have a lot of Delta V left, so we might be able to refuel and take a second crack. We'll see. Before we unpause and see that action happening, let's take a look at Earth. How are we doing over here? Well, you can see that things have gotten a lot more sort of orangey yellow. I don't know how to describe Project Exodus's color. I think we're supposed to be kind of the yellow colored faction. And then maybe, and I guess, yeah, the initiative is more orange. But I mean, it's not a pure yellow. Anyway, we have gone and, well, last episode we had China. We've unified with North Korea, and there's some more federations and things that are brewing. We also have full control over Japan. This was a bit of a slog. It was a lot of work to get a PR toehold over here, and we had some pretty low, I mean, about 50-50 chance to do some crackdowns ultimately when I got there. So it was a little tricksy and took a few failed tries to break through, but we now have full control over Japan. You can see we've had the executive for a little bit. We're still in a 78-day countdown over there. Any relation changes I can still do? Yeah, let's go ahead and properly just ally with China. And actually, if I look at China itself, okay, everything we control is there. I am going to make some more moves into Vietnam as well. You can see we've grabbed another control point there, and we're just going to try to keep kind of scooping some things up for future unification. In fact, I haven't even double-checked regions. Yeah, China does have a claim on those, so we'll be able to unify over there as well. Public campaign in Vietnam, that was a big jump. I'll do one more repeat and continue. Vietnam's pretty unstable as well, so that might be a bit of a thing. But here's our battle. So we're going to engage. They're not running. Oh, I'm quite surprised by that. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one? Surprise, but a welcome one, to be sure? I don't remember how the quote goes, but something like that. Okay, let's begin the battle. I mean, this has got to go well for us, right? Right? He said with false confidence. Start battle. Start battle. Start battle, thank you. Oh yeah, we've clearly reformed this fleet because it doesn't remember its instructions. Definitely go Great Wall, full speed, confirm. That's a lot of boats. Let's go. And I think the AI is doing that sort of staggered thing again. What an odd structure they're going for, and absolutely 100% beneficial for us because it just implicitly, without us having to really click on anything, going to lead to a lot more focus fire, which is lovely. We're not going to accelerate. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to do a big wall of doom. Both sides have some reinforcements. But again, what we'll do is we'll watch this glorious fight go for a little bit. And then once it becomes clear that victory is in hand, I mean, we could have automated this from the start, but we want to see the kaboom. Oh, glorious. Game does actually have pretty decent explosion things. I mean, yeah, some things fade off at a certain point, which, like, this would be a lot of debris and things for performance. You know, it's fine. It's a video game. That's allowed. But the actual explosion itself and the breakup of the ship, that does look pretty cool. Ooh, this guy's taking a beating. Wow. Took a while to go and melt that down. And then the next line, like, this... Do they think we have some sort of predefined kill limit? They're just sending wave after wave of ship at us and hoping something happens? Our Cuddy Stark over here is getting a little bit of flank and rear damage on the armor, although it seems to be in okay shape so far. And yeah, there's obviously no way we lose this, unless, you know, all these reinforcements come in a big, wild flanking thing. But again, what I'll do is I'll just get the enjoyment. Oh, there we go, blasting some things from the rear. We'll just get the enjoyment of melting down these front little lines here, and then we'll go in and hit the auto-resolve for the rest, so we don't have to micromanage the cleanup and the wandering around. I'm actually surprised the aliens haven't flipped over to the red yet, of the, we would like to GG out of this battle, please. But it wouldn't surprise me if they do that relatively soon. There it is, see? Just turned red. They're like, oh no, we're losing. Who would have thunk it? I wonder if we might get enough of our exotics here. You know what I should have done, I'm just realizing, is Well, I was going to say, start a new station ready to accept this and just load it up with defensive guns. But I suppose maybe there's a placement requirement for it. I don't think so. And it might be just easier to just replace a module in one of our existing bases. Okay. Oh, weird. They don't have the little red we want to GG out of this anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve from this point because I think it'll save us a lot of annoyance. 170 exotics. Man, I remember when I was really worried about how are we going to go and farm all these exotics. Admittedly, I do remember in our previous run, the one and only run we did, the live stream one, we did have a hard time, like, with the exotics game because we had a hard time, like, catching any fleet. They would run away, but there's like, so we're not killing them, so we're not getting the exotics that we need to get to the next tier. There was a whole thing, but I guess we're doing things a little bit better this time. I don't know. So you're there. Oh, let's go, and I'm just going to unpause, launch to the spaceship Earth, get there. Then, let's say we want to build it around Earth. That seems relatively reasonable, right? So we're going to filter to Project Exodus around Earth. I could even replace one of the modules in the shipyard, because obviously I'm going to stay parked here. I could go and drop one of our space works. Oh, we have a random space science institute here. Oh, was I just trying to round out some power requirements? And this is actually probably going to bust the power requirements a whole bunch, but that's fine. Actually, I could drop the agricultural complex from over here too, right? Anyway, if I go here and we go to tier 5, and it's the Interstellar launch facility. All right, construction site for an interstellar spacecraft includes massive launching lasers to propel the ship on its journey. Module may only be built on stations, not on surface bases, sure. Construction hub and launching laser site for interstellar spacecraft. Requires mission control even when unpowered. Base cost is fine. That's really it. And then it's going to take 2 full years to build up. And the thing with building it here is this is naturally... Oh, right. I forgot it takes 5,000 power. Right. Okay. So the heavy fusion reactor farm is 900. 5,000 divided by 900 is 5.55. Okay. So we would need 6 heavy fusion reactors just to power that and have a little bit left over. Okay. I think we're going to go and build a new base altogether. And maybe I'll park my fleet there. Yeah. I think I will build it around Earth, because I think I mean, while we want to protect our mines on Mercury and Mars, for example, I think building around Earth makes sense. Plus, I mean, all the people we want to save, we want to be able to ferry them up to this thing sort of as cheaply as possible, right? It doesn't have to be in a interface orbit, but our shipyard is in low Earth orbit 1, and that would be the fastest for us to sort of move between things. So I'm going to go ahead and build at low Earth orbit 1. Part of me is like, hey, maybe our very starting station, the Tiang whatever orbit station, Tiangong, I can't remember what it is. Maybe we should just build it there, but no. I'm going to build a new one. I'm going to start with the ring station, manage this. So we're going to go tier 3 right away. And let's go drop in the Interstellar launch facility. Boom. Then, I mean, honestly, it would be way cheaper because it would take less power to build it around Mercury and all the solar panels, but I want it around Earth. So we'll do heavy fusion reactor farms. There you go. We've got positive power. We know we're going to need at least one more, so we're going to do that. And then what I might do is get like, okay, let's say a couple of Marine battalions. Although, no. We don't want anyone to ever get close enough to do this. Could they do like spy espionage missions? In which case, what I really might want is like the residential things. I don't know if we've got the level 3 residential stuff, because I think... What is it called? Is there just a category for people? What is this? It's not that. It's not science. Quarters? The first 3 malice to control space asset missions. Yeah, destroying it is a is an atrocity. That's the one. Now that's the tier 1, and none of these are that. So what we want to do is we do want to get, I'm going to propose a couple of quarters. Now, I don't know. I assume, I think I was trying to say assume and suppose, that the control space asset mission probably scales up with the size of the station. So this is going to be a big station, and it might be hard. I'm going to build one of these just as a little bit of an extra malice. Malice. Then I don't think we need the marine thing. I think I might just go and not bother building the agricultural complex. Yeah, we would save some resources, and a fair bit, but we're going to have lots of room for passive defenses. Screw it. I'm going to build one. Yeah, I think that's that, and then we're going to go battle stations. So that's 4 of them. I'm going to put down another heavy fusion reactor farm. What is it? 240? So we can do that. And we have a little bit left over. I'm actually wondering about another quarter, which also give us money. Notice our money has gone positive. Our space tourism places and our space hospitals are now, I think all of them are online. So our money situation is good. We're still netting a positive boost. And of course, we've got tons banked up here. Watch this final mission require something like 20,000 boost. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, it's terrible. Yeah, let's go and we'll put down another quarter, which of course won't take any power by itself, and then we can upgrade them to higher tiers afterwards. I think I'm going to go and deploy some ships to this immediately. So this is going to be launch facility. And yeah, I just worry about some exo fighters coming, because I don't think we get a warning about that happening ahead of time, right? Any fleets coming here, we can go and move Earth Def over. So, oh, you're still transferring. Okay, continue, because I can't do a split yet. Watch us get attacked right now, because I've already invested the resources. I was a little bit worried about a coup in Vietnam, because the unrest was very high. Finish the resupply. Okay, now we want to split the fleet. I'm going to put a couple of laser ships. Actually, I'm going to go with 3 Titan lasers. So they're just going to pew-pew in every direction. They could shoot little things. That's their idea. So this is going to be the launch def fleet. Oh, I forgot I had caps lock on. Launch def fleet. There, that looks much better. And you're going to transfer to launch facility. And you're just going to stay parked there. I guess I could put one, like, supply depot or something there. Or even a shipyard for some slow repairs, but then we wouldn't have to move. Actually, that sounds like the way to go. Over here, let's manage. We'll go and build a tier 3. And I think right here, yeah, I'm gonna replace one of these quarters with that, which will actually send us negative power-wise. Unless I just go tier 2. I know they build ships faster. I'm assuming you also repair ships faster if you're bigger. That's awkward. I guess I could just not do the quarters and just put another power module there. Screw it, I'll do that. I might end up shuffling these modules a fair bit as we go to adapt to things. I haven't really had to deal with someone trying to steal a space asset before, and I suppose we could just steal it back? Question mark? I wonder, I can probably put an agent on here, and I wonder if that adds to some passive defense. Arrive. Okay, good. So some of our construction will be slightly out of sync, but barely so. All right, coordinated that. That's fine. I mean, it's not like Vietnam here is a huge priority for us to grab, but we may as well unify as much as we can. Mostly, it's just I was just doing it to entertain myself. Oh, I do have to send someone to do a national policy in China, because I think we've got some Federation work, maybe only Federation work, maybe not unification. Anti-satellite test. Okay, fine. We do have a lot of resources. Look at this, 161,000 base metals ready for our next construction. But here's the thing, hold on. Do I even need a next construction? Like, I'm saving up for the next tier of ships, but do I have to? I mean, maybe I just build one more wave of ships right now. Because if the aliens show up with like a 20k fleet, or maybe more, because they could still assemble something. No, let's go here. The aliens, I mean, they've got 100,000 total strength everywhere. And they're sort of split up. Like, they're not really in a position to merge a super fleet. Well, maybe at Shimmering Station, actually. They can do a pretty sick merge, maybe? At this point, better safe than sorry, right? So let's go Earth, and obviously I can even start spending my exotics again. But let's go. I'm gonna build some Titans. Oh, right, it's not like that. Say 4 of those. Let's build an extra flag battleship. And some more spinals. And you know what? I'm going to throw in some extra random laser battleships over here. These were the ones that I designed to try to build quickly to have in time for another engagement. But a variety of... Oh no, that's right. Commander, you've got some burninating. Oh, right, and I was going to send a policymaker, which I don't currently have. Let's get you to set policy over here. And do I want to immediately go and do some purging? I mean, I could just coup them back. But no, let's go ahead and just purge that point. I mean, they'll probably do a protection thing, but I might still just be able to grab it. Vietnam doesn't have a very large economy, so the rolls are a lot easier. So yeah, casual little launch depth, not big enough to defend against any big fleet, but that's what the Earth Defense Fleet is still for. And it's just going to protect from xenofighters. Okay, I don't think we have to repeat the PR job. 41% is going to be lots for a smaller country. Possibly unnecessary from the start. I wonder if I should have pushed my volatile production a little bit more. I mean, obviously we have tons. Okay, so there's no unification available, but there you go. Yeah, we're going to federalize with Mongolia, repeat and continue, and then we'll do South Korea after that. Thank you for burning things. Much appreciated. Yeah, you guys are all fine there. Good. Yeah, I don't really care about these sanctions right now. That is unnecessary. There you go. The purge. And I'm gonna want let's just do generic. Come on, game. Respond. I'll just do generic government stuff. A little unity, sure, why not? And then we're gonna want just some funding. All right. Okay, that's fine. Confirm assignments. I guess Letitia will go and send you right back. Take the executive. Purge you. Grant, you've got some burn nation. And Henrietta, I'll just put you on auto and that'll be fine. Okay. And then, yeah, maybe we want to actively, you know what? I'm going to do a 3-point oppression here. I'll keep the funding there too, because why not? But we're going to try to bring down the unrest that way. And I might want to go and do some stabilizing missions here very intentionally to stop the recoup. Especially after we've got control over the executive. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. So, okay, so somewhere around March of 2051, we'll finish the Interstellar launch facility, and then something might happen. I don't know. You don't need to repeat. Thank you. Good. Oldest human, 131 public opinion boost. I mean, we have researched a lot of, like, the Methuselah tax and whatnot to make our people live longer. Our counselors still haven't retired. How old are they? 73, 67, 72, 74. Yoko is 74. 70. Yeah, we got... And theoretically, they might still have quite a few more years, as long as they don't want to retire. We got some Debris duty. That just gained, all 50 science. My God. So much science. Yeah, the subversion is going up. It doesn't help that we've got some fairly high income inequality. I mean, honestly, we're obviously wearing ourselves a little bit thin here. Let me cancel the funding efforts for now. We'll focus a little bit of oppression. I mean, I don't really want to lower the government, but we're just going to want to make sure to get the unrest under control temporarily. All right, Letitia, you're going to come here, purge this final point. like so. Commander Grant, I'm going to take some time off of burninating plant life. You're going to come over here and do a stabilized nation. And then we might be able to cancel the oppression, which would be ideal. You'll also come over here and do a stabilize. Thank you very much. Okay, confirm. You know what? I'll cancel the stabilizing now. Okay, that was researched. Energy is now on repeat. Yeah, we're still not doing, because I'm putting everything behind the protium converter torch. So I'm fine with not pushing there. We might not end up building a ship with it ever. In fact, there's like the next best one, which we have unlocked, I haven't built any ships with. Because we're not needing to go actively hunt. We're just ordering our Uber Eats, our DoorDash, our Skip the Dishes. All those exotics come to us. Sudden flowering. Let's go and burn as much as we can, and then we'll put Grant back on the Burn Nation job soon. Ooh, lag. There we go. What did we get? We got down to peaceful. I mean, it's still present, but it's not too shabby. I could do maybe one more with maybe not Grant. I mean, I think we've got 2 people with like super high command. Okay, there's another purge. Let's go and set that. Your relations are, you know what? Just ally to all of them. It's fine. Groovy. Flag. Done. How are we? Okay, we can join a federation with Japan from China. Great. Well, I mean, I guess probably from either direction. Okay, you go Burninate. Lucian. Oh, he's only got 10 command, although I think you were still, 99% success over here. That's going to be fine. I'm going to go Letitia, set national policy here to do some more federation. Confirm assignments. Okay. I mean, at this point, I'd be perfectly happy if we never get attacked by anything again. Nothing exciting ever happens again for the next 2 years. I suppose I wouldn't complain, would I? Yeah, what if we have to build a huge mega ship? Again, I'm not going and spoiling myself on anything. Right now, it's just construct a laser launching, the Interstellar launching laser module. I mean, that is what we're building, right? I think it was just called Interstellar Launch Facility. Come here. Interstellar Launch Facility. It doesn't say the laser. Includes massive launching lasers propelled. I mean, this has got to be the same thing, even though the name is ever so slightly different, right? Right? Or I'm going to spend 2 years building the wrong thing. All right, you got your ring core done as a center, but nothing else is there. God, I hope it's not the wrong. Well, it might be step 1 of a thing, but with such a long construction time and 400 exotics, I gotta assume it's the last bit. All right, thank you for federizing, and then we'll just check from time to time to see what our Unity countdown timer is for some of these places. I'm betting, does Japan have claims over here? Oh, are we the Pan-Asian Combine? That's interesting, hold on. China doesn't have, I think I said Japan a second ago. I meant more money from spoils. You know what? I'll set a favorite, but 1 second. Yeah, okay. This did change. It's no longer China. It's the Pan-Asian Combine. But this is still calling itself China. It hasn't actually changed its nation name, so I'm a little confused. Because shouldn't it just be China has claims? I don't know. That's how it showed before, until this nation got renamed. But I mean, I guess I'm clearly must be wrong, right? Yeah, okay. Everyone's hating on me. The initiative's pretty pissed. They had full control over Japan, so they got madder and madder as I kept taking more points. Salt. I don't know what Letitia's gonna do. I mean, I suppose I could assault maybe a different place. Oh yeah, there's a couple of different places. Grant, where are you at? Hang on. You're in La Paz. Letitia will send you to Morocco. And then Lucian, maybe I'll do the last one. We'll send you to Brazil. Like that. I could have done some more stabilizing here, but let's get ahead of the plant life. Sanctions. Whatever, I don't care. I mean, maybe I should say, whatever, I don't care, and then impose the sanctions, but neither one really matters. Our science rate has gone up some more, too. Maybe some of these percentages, I'm not sure. Low Earth orbit cleanup. Yeah, you know, okay, that is very expensive. Nice public opinion boost, but it is... Money is... Here, I'll do this one. It's not ridiculous cash-wise. It's still a lot. But I'm a little bit worried that we might still dip negative in the cash, so I don't want to overdo it. Even though the public opinion boost stuff is nice. Burninate 1. Burninate 2. And Burninate 3. And all of them wipe out. That was a critical success. I mean, our odds were very high. The chance of failing anything was pretty low. But we've seen it happen enough, right? We're going to get another like, oh, I rolled a 99.8. Really? Did you? Now I'm going to have to go and interrogate you and find out if you're a traitor. Oh, shaved another day off our research. I think it was December 5th a second ago. Okay. We can probably just go back to automation. Oh, it's interesting that you're doing a public relations automation. You don't see that come up very often. I mean, if you're doing that, part of me is like, you probably have some XP, and you do. Why don't I go and boost your persuasion? There. And again, everyone's got a ton of XP. More persuasion, more command. Tell you what, we'll have you do this because maybe I want to do some bulk PR work somewhere. And yeah, because of the implants, this guy's actually stuck at a 24 command over here. Yeah, may not exceed 23. We could get an org that puts you up a little higher. And I haven't looked at the orgs in a while. There might have been like some more mining ones I missed or something, but I'm pretty happy with our org list. And I didn't realize how little of an impact the science has. Like it says here, each point of science increases the counselor's research income by 1%. It does increase the unlocking chance, which is kind of cool. But like your base research isn't that high. Well, so I guess if you stacked a bunch of research orgs on someone and then gave you a bunch of science, it'd be good. But it feels like science is a pretty weak thing, other than the requirement to achieve certain things. Why don't we go and just get your espionage capped out so that you can't be spotted as easily. Henrietta, let's go and max out your persuasion, although it's pretty much just works all the time. And then I'll go back to working on espionage for you to protect you from things. Who dis? Oh yes, our Kingpin. I think like maybe just another command job. Well, you don't actually have that many things you can do with your command, now that I realize it. More security is safe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just throw some persuasion in here. Although you can't. You can control nations, but you can't do anything else. I don't know what I want to do with your points. And then, right, our second commander, you do have a lot of commando operations I think you can do. So we'll just go and pump up your command a bunch. And that's the admin, which is already capped currently, although maybe there's a change. You know what? Fine. Good enough. You know what? I think this is a good place for me to put in a cut because I think it's a good place for me to just advance a bunch more time in between episodes. Oh, I feel, and I'm waiting for another shoe to drop, but I'm feeling like we got to be close to success, right? And by close, I still mean, you know, about 2 years away. But in terms of number of things to do, it feels like we've got to be close. Unless I'm wrong. We'll find out soon. Bye-bye.